What's up YouTube, my name is Adrian from MMOsWorld.com and we are here to talk about Dreadnought. Is this game worth playing? Well, let's find out. For fans of games like World of Tanks, there's a brand new game in town and it's called Dreadnought. Dreadnought is currently in open beta and from what I've seen and experienced, it is looking like a great game. Dreadnought is an 8 vs 8 action strategy MMO where players control huge capital warships. In similar fashion to games like World of Tanks and World of Warships, Dreadnought utilizes familiar mechanics in terms of progression and combat, which many players in this genre will be accustomed to. The main attraction of the game are the large-scale battles, and 16 ships go head-to-head on a map to determine the best team. Players will get to select from a wide variety of ships, and they are broken down into several different classes. Just like in World of Tanks, players can select from heavy, light, and medium ships, each with unique roles and weaponry to contribute to the fight. Strategy will play a factor in determining which ships to pick for your desired playstyle. For example, support ships will repair others, while lighter scout ships will zoom around the map to spot enemies for the long-range shooters to pick them off. Ship controls are easy and fun, and there are dedicated keys to fire primary, secondary, and utility weapons at the enemy. After every match, points are rewarded for playing, but you'll get bonus for winning, of course. Those points are then used to research any one of the 3 tech trees to upgrade your existing ships. The higher you go down the tiers, the better ships you can unlock too. So very quickly, Dreadnought becomes all about advancing your profile as soon as possible to get the best ships. Combat in Dreadnought is where things get really interesting. Players can queue in the game's matchmaking mode, which does a fairly good job. You won't be paired with anyone that's more than 2 ranks away from you, which makes the game fair and balanced. There are also several game modes to play, such as team deathmatches or free-for-all. Once in the match, the fun truly begins. Everyone on your team will scramble towards the center of a beautifully designed map, which could take place on the surface of a random planet or in space. Once you spot an enemy ship, you have to aim your target crosshairs at it and fire with everything at your disposal. Chip away at the health bar and finally you'll get to watch the ship go down in flames, which is always satisfying. Players with experience in games like World of Tanks, World of Warplanes, or World of Warships will no doubt find the combat second nature to you, as you'll pretty much be doing some of the same things. Needless to say, the action is really fun because it's total chaos and that's the best part. Now that you know what Dreadnought is all about, let's go through what we liked and what we didn't like. The first thing that we liked is of course the gameplay. Matches are action-packed and very fast-paced, which provided us with hours of fun. The interplay between the different ship classes offers plenty of replayability, and there's never a dull moment when you play with other real players. The progression system is also decent, and there's a lot of advancement tiers that you can pick to upgrade your ships, and eventually buy and unlock new tiers of ships to add to your garage. Dreadnought also launched with multiple game modes, and each are fun to play, offering players some match mode diversity. The team deathmatches are of course the best, but the free-for-all on top of the daily missions you can unlock are also pretty fun. Now, as for what we didn't like, the first thing would be the in-game store. There are premium ships available for purchase with real money, and they of course have better stats. It remains to be seen how powerful these ships are, but the advantage will be on the side of the player with money to spend. The second downside is the graphic fidelity, which seems to us like the game was designed primarily for the consoles and later brought to the PC. In other words, the game does feel like a console port. So is Dreadnought worth playing? Even at this early stage, there's so much positives about Dreadnought that it's hard not to recommend checking it out. First and foremost, the game is free to play, so it won't cost you anything to start playing. If you're a fan of spaceships and air battles, then Dreadnought is the game for you. Expect to see microtransactions in-game, and while there are a few things that we didn't like, such as the console port graphics, it's the action and strategy elements of the combat that makes this game worth playing. Overall, Dreadnought is a solid MMO, and we totally recommend getting some friends together to conquer the skies. To read our full review of Dreadnought, be sure to head to our website at MMOsWorld.com. If you like our reviews, do give the video a like and subscribe to the channel to watch more MMO reviews. This is Adrian from MMOs World, signing out.